Hello people and welcome to my channel. On this video I am going to talk about a very important manifestation principle. I would say maybe the most important of them all, to live as if you already have it. To live as if you already have the thing that you desire. So I'm going to talk about practical ways of how I apply this in my life. So first, I would say that what really helps, especially if when your life is on chaos or you keep postponing it, is to schedule your time as if you already have what you want. So create a schedule of how you would spend your time if you had the thing that you want. You can maybe start by scheduling one day, your typical day at first, maybe because you feel overwhelmed and you can't maybe create a different schedule, let's say for each day of the week, but just create a structure, a schedule for your typical day. You might be thinking, but I have to go to work, how I can schedule, for example, my time as if I was financially independent. Do it whenever you can. For example, in this case, you can schedule your hours outside of work and whenever possible, as if you already have it. What you do in your free time if you already have the thing. And even maybe also in your work hours. For example, I have an office job, and during my work hours, I work on my online business as if I was really financially independent. I would just sit maybe at home or somewhere in a cafeteria and work on my online business. But I also do this from my office. So, for example, if I left my job, I would continue to follow a similar schedule because I also have to do things in regards to my work, which, for example, meetings or other types of work. But I started to delegate my work tasks, especially the ones that I don't want to do or that are not required to do from me. I delegate them to someone on Fiverr and pay them with my wage to do them for me while I work on my online business and the thing that I really want to do. This also depends how flexible is your uh, schedule. For example, how flexible is your time at work, but I also go to the gym in the morning in the work hours, and I've gone to the salon, I've done my nails during the work hours because that's the flexibility and type of work that I have. I'm a university professor, by the way. I teach. So there is a lot of flexibility in that. And I just feel how it would feel as if I was just financially independent and working on my business, with the exception that I also go to work and work. So there are different ways that you can do this. You can create a schedule for your typical day For example, if you were financially independent but only do that schedule on Saturdays and Sundays, so you get the feeling of it. So do what you can with the resources and the circumstances you are in to just schedule your time as if you already have the thing that you want. So it's very important. Sometimes we think about spontaneity, and I'm all about that. But a shadow can help us um, to just get the feeling of the life that we would live, and can uh, serve as a push to the life that you want and how it would look like. So, especially when you haven't done your inner work, you need to schedule also doing it. We often postpone doing our inner work because sometimes it feels uncomfortable and even painful. But it's helpful to really have a clear schedule of doing it, and also to um, break it down into small pieces, just to just one step ahead. It also helped to have in the beginning a more loose schedule is helpful, and later you can add details to it. For example, you can assign large chunks of time to a simple tasks until you get used and you can do it faster. And remember that when you feel tired, it is often a non-physical cause for it. You feel tired when you haven't been following your soul. So think about this whenever your body shows signs of tiredness and unease. Is what you're doing what your soul is seeking to do? And change your schedule accordingly to this. Notice when you feel that unease and tiredness. And sometimes we need just to add more variety or do something new to just not get bored and get into that feeling, the feeling that we are stuck. So, in addition to create a schedule for your time as if you already have the thing, it is also important to create a budget as if you already have it. If the first one seemed difficult, this might seem impossible to you. You might say, how is this possible? If I was rich, I would buy endless stuff. How can I budget for this? Um, in this case, just remember the curse of the lottery, when you know that a lot of people, when they won the lottery, according to statistics, their life became worse compared to before winning it. So it also have to do with your containers of being able to handle, to receive something like a large sum of money. So this is true that if you were rich, you would buy a lot more stuff. But there are things that you can still have if you are in the level of with your level of budget that you already have. For example, deciding to eat healthy is not so related sometimes to the budget. You can eat healthy also within the budget that you already have, and maybe just tweak it a little bit here and a little bit there, and avoid those wasteful, unimportant buying decisions, and also use your budget to bring you to the thing that you want. Try to not buy unnecessary stuff that are not aligned with the things that you want and the life that you would have. This also has to do with the physical environment. A lot of times, especially most of the time, I mean to say, less is more. So it's better to have less essential and really meaningful for your life and for the stage that you want to be, for the life that you want to manifest, in comparison to just having endless stuff that they don't even have to do with the life that you want to manifest, but are just momentarily things that you just bought on impulse. So in this sense, the budget is really important. And often what we track grows. And when we start to track the budget, we can also track the growth and make those meaningful decisions to really buy things that will uplift and make our lives better, to bring us to the thing that we want to manifest. So physical environment is really important. Sometimes you need to clean things, not only physically but also emotionally and mentally, to just clear space for your manifestation. When your environment is cluttered, it's difficult to manifest something. So try to create your physical environment as similar as possible to um, the life that you want to have. This includes also your home, dressing as if you already have whatever thing you want, whenever it's possible. It's better to dress, for example, every day the same or in a similar way, if it is aligned with your new persona, than dress as your old persona and feel low vibe. So, as I also mentioned before, to create maybe a schedule for um, your typical day that you would have after you manifest the thing that you want. Also create a type of dressing that the person that you want to become would dress. It's far better to just dress every day the same, or just have 2 or 3 different variations of it, than to dress low vibe like your old persona. So physical environment is also important. Have less things and do less activities, but those need to be aligned until you get used to it. And one very important thing that has helped me very much to live life as if I already have the things that I wanted to manifest was following self-help programs. I'm really passionate about the topic of self-development. So when I start following a self-development program, I trust it so much to the point I truly believe that I already have it. The moment I start doing the program, I consider it done. Like I will achieve what the program promises, for example, or the reason why I bought and started it. So it helps me to believe that if I follow it, I am going to get the result, and it's just a matter of time. I truly believe and live as if I already have the things that I want to manifest. Self-help programs are also a good way to learn from examples. For example, if other people have done or achieved what I want to achieve and created that program, it means that I can too. And there's no reason to not believe in it and to not live as if I already have the thing. I believe in transformation, so I know that I will become it. And in fact, living as if you already have it is very important, but it also comes easier to feminine energy. And in fact, feminine goal setting is more about the values than it is about changing our outside environment. That is masculine goal setting. For example, if you do masculine goal setting, you basically run after a goal and feel the accomplishment only after you have it. While feminine goal setting is more about adopting values than being happy only after you have the thing. For example, if one of your values is healthy eating, you live according to it now and don't just wait to feel accomplished and happy only after you achieve a certain number on the scale. So it's more about values. The moment that you uh, adopt a certain set of values and you see them in someone else and see that those values resonate with you, you can start living just now by those values and don't need to wait to achieve a goal in order to be happy. So to wait to have the thing. Also, the process is important and enjoying as much as possible the process and living according to those values. So this is true also about relationships. So, for example, if you resonate with the high value woman, and just everything you hear about, maybe from someone else or what someone else is, and this idea of the high value woman resonates with you, just live like a high value woman now. Don't just wait, for example, a man until a man sees you to feel high value. So it's about the values that are internal, and you can just have the thing that you want now and live as if you already have it, because if it resonates with you, you already have it. So that's all for this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Bye.